Good day, YouTube. JD here. Today is Wednesday, April 19th, 2017, and I'm your Wednesday host. Today's topic is Satan Magic. So it's not really Satan magic, but the person that created the question identified themselves as a Satanist and asked a lot of different questions and from many different angles. So I'm not sure I'll be able to touch on every aspect of this question because it's a very broad question, and there were many extra questions asked within there. So I'll hone in on some things that I think that I could kind of get down to the bottom of and really drill down and make sense of, and just open up a discussion about these particular aspects. First off, the idea of a pagan who identifies themselves as a Satanist, that in and of itself can be a bit of a taboo. A lot of pagans run away from the idea of looking into Satanism in any way, shape, or form, and I believe that comes from their from their background, especially if they were a Christian at first and they kind of slowly moved into paganism, and then they hit that wall where Satanism is kind of thrown at them, or they kind of not even get thrown at it, they stumble upon it, and they're like, I want to go further, but I'm afraid because I've always told that this deity is bad. I've looked into it myself. I'm the type of person that will not just stop because someone tells me something's bad. I need to find out for myself. And when I looked into Satanism, I found that it wasn't all that bad at all. At least the version that I stumbled onto. I found that there are at least two different types that I know of, where you have atheistic and you have deistic Satanism, which brings us to another part of the question, where do you believe that these deities are real, or do you believe that they're just aspects, a source of aspects? For example, if you needed a certain aspect of yourself to carry out a certain spell, you would look at this fictitious deity, and then you would try to bring some of their best written down aspects into yourself, and then use that energy for a spell. I am on the side of the things that these deities are real living beings, but on a energy standpoint. One way that you can confirm this for yourself is, if you've watched me here on this channel and on my personal channel, you know that I identify as a Wiccan shamanic witch. And in being a Wiccan shamanic witch, I go on shamanic journeys. When you go on a shamanic journey, you can actually make it a point of that journey to try to communicate with these deities. So you can literally have a one-on-one conversation with them. If a shamanic journey is not your thing, maybe dream communication is the thing that works best for you. You can make it a point. You can actually try to evoke these deities. I would recommend that you go out there and try to find out how to evoke these deities. Speak with them in your dreams, speak with them in your meditations. Some people are gifted to the point where some of their chakras are open and they can see them when they arrive. That's a little bit rare, but there are people out there who can do this. There are people out there who can hear them speak. So when you call out to these deities and you hear a voice, first you might think that you're crazy. But if you continue to hear these voices, or you've heard them since childhood, then you know that this is a real thing for you. So I would say that the question is coming from a place where they seem to be a little bit more skeptic because perhaps they haven't been exposed to these type of things. So I would encourage the person who asked the question, and anyone out there who may have a doubt that these deities are real, to reach out to them. Do some research on how to evoke. There are so many YouTube channels, so many books, Kindle books that talk about how to invoke these deities, and I feel like you're missing out on a big part of magic if you just look at a deity as a source of aspects, something that's not real, an abstract thing for you to just reach in and pull out one aspect and apply it to yourself and keep moving. These deities have been there for a long time, and they're there for you. That's funny. It almost sounds like a Christian recruit thing. But yes, they're out there. You just need to open up a dialogue, a two-way dialogue, and it will begin, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through dreaming, or whether it's through auditory. Now, to address the magic part, using your own energy, self-magic. There's a school of thought out there that says that you shouldn't use just your energy. And my personal experience with this, I tend to draw energy. My favorite source of drawing energy from is the earth. The earth is here. It's holding us. It's holding me up as I film this video. It's probably holding you up as you listen to this video yourself. By that, I mean that we're connected to Mother Earth in a strong way. So it's easier to draw up the energy from the earth. Try that the next time you're casting a circle. Once you have the circle all casted and ready, try to pull some earth energy up because the earth is going to be connected to your circle anyway. Use that energy instead of your own energy from your body. See what happens. You may find that it works better. And then I am of that school of thought. You should be using other energy, in my opinion, which is someone that does work with different energies, be it from the deity, be it from the elements, be it from earth. So I think that's a big thing. One more thing I want to address with the question, that there was a specific portion that talked about how elements are used and whether or not the elements are real and whether or not they can lend their energies to the circle. When I cast a circle, I use the elements more as a way to stabilize the energy within the circle. I don't call them in to have them completely pour their energies into my spell. It's more of a way to stabilize the energy and most importantly, keep negative energy from getting into the circle. So that is the way I use it. I'm sure there's many people out there who use it that way as well. I think it's really, really important to kind of make that distinction because the way the question was going was more of they literally said something like, "Is of water coming to my circle?" And I don't feel it's quite like that. It's more of being surgical with your magic and trying to have the element come in, block other things out, and stabilize the use of that energy. So I hope that addresses the main points of this question. This, like I said, it's one of the more broader questions, and it has lots and lots of different aspects and different angles that this question can be answered from. Thanks so much. I look forward to the next question. Thank you for watching The Pagan Perspective. You might want to check out my personal channel. I do talk a little bit about shamanic journeys. If you're interested in speaking to these deities, I'll talk about how I go on a shamanic journey on my channel. So go ahead and check that out. Thanks so much, and blessed be.